Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this day. It is February 2nd, another warm day out, and the warmth is just going to continue. I'll tell you about that in just a moment. On our show today from United, Gary Morrison will be here. He is the United Treasurer, going to give you a financial update for United Mutual. Then from Laura's House, we have a couple guests on. They're going to tell you what Laura's House is all about and how you can help out with their retail store that is just up El Toro Road. Then Joan Milliman is here with the Roberts Rules Study Club, and we're going to talk about, well, if you have a new club, how do you organize it? What your first couple meetings should be about, because the clubs have their own board presidents and vice presidents and treasurers. So we'll find out about that. And from Sterling Financial Advisors, we'll bring you a segment with Dan Oweiler. Now, the only meeting today is at really the United Resident Orientation. And if you're watching us in the morning, please give them a call. This is an RSVP. On the sheet that I get, it doesn't show the room that they're meeting in, but please call them at 949-268-2337. Now, the weather and the warmth just continues. In fact, looking way ahead, we're not looking at any kind of significant change all the way until Sunday, not of this week, but next week. Looking way ahead, we are just going to stay in this pattern, hovering anywhere from mid-upper 70s to maybe touching 80 degrees or even warmer than that. The only difference is, honestly, is some days there might be a little bit more of a marine layer, and that's going to be about it. You can see here we're going to have a little dip as we get to Monday and Tuesday. We're going to start to get some of the Santa Ana winds in on Tuesday, but looking past that, by the time we get into the end of next week, we're going to be right back up to about 80 degrees. So honestly, there's no rain in the forecast, and really not much rain for the state of California because everything is staying way above us. And even up there in Oregon and Washington, they're not getting a lot of rain. If you remember a couple years ago when we had this type of situation, at least up there was getting a lot of rain. In fact, they were getting too much rain. They had a lot of problems, but not this year at all. It seems like the West Coast in general just is not getting much. So this is going to continue, as I said, all the way into next week and at least into the following weekend, and then we'll go from there. Let's look around the state. And everywhere you go, it's going to be pretty darn sunny. Even up in the North Coast, the Eureka area, I put some clouds. Really, that's going to be marine layer clouds that will part ways as they get to the afternoon. Look at the temperatures in the Sierras. You're looking at temperatures that you would normally see in the springtime, 55 degrees, 57 at Mammoth. Even the overnight lows, while they're cold enough to make snow, they can't make a whole lot because it's warming up so much during the day. So that's warm, very warm temperatures. And for them, no natural snow in sight, at least for another week, maybe a week and a half or so. And looking around the state, you can see sunny everywhere you go and warm to hot in many areas. Palm Springs, 88. Even, you look at Big Bear, 61 degrees. That's their average for the week, and that's hot for them this time of the year. They should be closer to their highs somewhere in the upper 40s or hovering right around 50 degrees or so. So throughout the state, we're looking at 10 to maybe 15 degrees above normal, and it's just going to continue. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Do you hear but not understand? I have good news for you. A proprietary system for verifying hearing correction, Verified Best Speech Clarity, is now available through the All-American Hearing Network. This means hearing improvement can now be verified and documented. Your individual hearing correction is guaranteed in writing. Call today to reserve your complimentary private consultation and experience word clarity dialed back into focus on the spot. Try AMP, the world's smallest hearing aid at an unbelievably small price, just $750. It's ready to go in one visit, comfortable to wear, and virtually invisible when worn. Yes, you can now have verified best speech clarity. Hear every word. Call today to reserve your complimentary private consultation and experience word clarity dialed back into focus, on the spot, risk-free.
It's time to go back to the 50s with the one and only Pat Boone. Join us for a very special evening, Wednesday, February 14th in the Performing Arts Center. Hear your favorite hits like Ain't That a Shame and I Almost Lost My Mind. With 5 decades of recording history in the books, Pat Boone remains one of the top 10 recording artists of all time. Tickets are $18 and $25 at the box office. A very special evening with Pat Boone, Wednesday, February 14th, only in Laguna Woods Village.
Individual care, specialized care. At Harvard Eye Associates, your vision and quality of life can be trusted to a group of specialists that provide advanced technology for the treatment of cataracts, including laser-assisted surgery, a broad range of intraocular lenses, and astigmatism correction. Come join the circle of care at Harvard Eye Associates, where the future of vision is today.
The recently completed El Toro Water District Recycled Water Expansion Project has now delivered over 1 billion gallons of recycled water. The district is preparing to construct a second phase of the project that will install over 28,000 feet of new recycled water pipelines in the Gate 9 and Gates 5 and 6 areas of Laguna Woods Village. The pipeline construction will begin in early November and should be complete by June of next year. The district sincerely appreciates your patience as we enhance the water supply resources in the Laguna Woods area.
Gary Morrison is with me right now. He is the board treasurer for United Mutual. Good to have you on, sir.
Thank you
as
very
always.
much. Yeah, enjoy.
Yeah, and today we're going to be talking about finances and looking back a little bit as far as the selling of average selling price of the units here, and looking ahead too, because it won't be long before you have to start thinking about 2019.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I'll start boring all of you with numbers. And so for December 31st, or as of December 31st, 2017, we had total revenue of $39,287,000, and we were budgeted for $39,301,000. So we were in the hole $14,000, which is very, very low. I mean, that's a good amount. Yeah. So our total expenses then were $38,033,000, and we were budgeted for $40,100,000, and therefore we had a positive of $2,067,000. So the excess revenues over expenses are $1,254,000 versus the budget of a minus $799,000. So we had a positive variance of $2,053,000. So that is also good. Mm-hmm. Our resales as of December 31st, 2017, this year we had 481 sales. Last year we had 518, so we were down somewhat in sales. However, the sales total for this year is $122,554,000 versus last year at $118,735,000. So our resales were up 3.2%.
Right.
Now I think, and this is just kind of a guesstimate for me, but I think that because we have such a low inventory right now, that's why possibly we're not having a lot of sales.
And that's happening throughout Orange County.
Exactly.
In fact, a recent article in the Register pointed that out, how sales are cooling off. Well, it's not because they're not selling, it's just they're not out there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our delinquencies for United were up 4 from the previous month. So we had 29 delinquencies at $79,815. So it's a difference in dollars of $7,776 from the previous month, which is also, for the number of people and the amount of money we have coming in, very, very good. I guess now I want to talk about the discussion about income requirements. to move into the co-ops. We are increasing the amount from $36,000 to $40,000 of income requirement. And the asset requirements are going to go up. We have not really figured how much we want to place on that, but we want to go greater than 125,000 because it's been quite a number of years since this has been looked at. And everything's gone up, and we just need to address this issue. We also want to put an end to guarantors. And this has been a back and forth.
Explain what that is, please.
A guarantor is someone who wants to, let's say a person does not have the money to live here. So they may go to a friend or a relative and have them sign and guarantee the monies to live here.
Okay.
What we find is happening with that is that those of us that still have living parents, and they probably should be in assisted living or worse. And so what they're doing is buying a place in here and then getting a full-time nursing care on the interior, which then requires all kinds of background checks, and we have to have security, and we have to have gate access, and then we have found that along with a lot of these people, there's theft involved, and it's just a problem. And also then, you know, and this community was founded to be an active senior community and not a community of people that are bedridden.
Right.
So, and I guess I'm back and forth on this myself. You know, I feel like I'm being cold-hearted in one vein, but I think we have to look at the welfare of everyone in total that are here now. And so this is part of the reason that we are going to change the guarantor policy. Also involved in this are what we call flippers. And they're people that are not of age, and they come in here and they're going to make a quick buck, and so they buy under multiple names. So it's very difficult for our staff to track whether they're flippers or not, and they're causing multiple problems also, and sometimes they go in and remodel a unit and it's not really done to spec, and then when they sell it, then there are problems with the new buyer, which then United has to assume the cleanup. So I also want you to know that shareholders that are already here are under a guarantee now would not be affected by this. So anyone that's here now is here. Don't have to worry about it. Even if you leave the community for 90 days, you can come back in under your prior guarantor status. We're also picking up in delinquency for chargeable services, which has been left go. And that's getting, and these are like traffic incidences, garbage incidences, carport incidences, and things that started out at $50 and people have just not paid them are now up over $1,000.
Wow.
And I think the one thing people need to do is not just throw it in the drawer and think it's going to go away. Pay it, and then if you have a problem with it, come forward and bring your complaint forward, and
that way maybe they'll get a refund,
and then it's not going to grow to these amounts that are crazy. We are also, any delinquencies now, we're going to be disconnecting the internet and TV. So all I got to say is, you know, clean it up and then come forward and protest or do whatever you need to do.
Okay.
But make sure you pay it.
Okay.
Our co-occupancy policy, you must be 45 years of age or have a spouse who is qualifying resident. A co-occupant cannot be a land or have a tenant-landlord relationship. Therefore, there should be no rents involved. Co-occupants have the use and enjoyment of facilities provided by GRF and but have no voting rights in GRF or Laguna Woods. The shareholder is responsible for conduct and deportment of the co-occupant. Co-occupant cannot have been convicted of a felony within 20 years or a misdemeanor of moral turpitude within 5 years. They must prove their age. They have to have a criminal background report and a FICO score, as well as proof of income. And the reason for this is if they're a co-occupant and are signed on as a co-occupant and something happens to the shareholder, then they are going to be responsible for making the monthly payments.
Okay.
So that's why we're involved in this.
Okay.
Now my last thing is waistline remediation and also our copper plumbing. And I think that we are in a position right now where we need to speed up the spending. We are having a lot of incidences. In fact, United had 1,107 incidences of water intrusion last year.
Wow, that's a lot. Yeah.
What is involved in this
Yeah.
then is they have to go in and people have to move out, you have to have it dried out, then damages have to be repaired. It costs everyone a lot of money. And
that equals, if they were all different manors, 1/6 or so of all the manors, right?
we've had a lot of problems.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
this has been pushed out and pushed out and pushed out.
Yeah.
And we're at a point now where I think we've got to spend the money and take care of this. And so this is the treasurers. We have the three treasurers, Third, United, and GRF are all working together, and we're all in agreement on this. So we're going to sit down at budget time and see what we can work out.
Okay.
But we need to speed this up.
Yeah.
So that's all I have to say today.
All right. Yeah. A lot of the issues with this, with the plumbing and all this, has been going on for many, many years.
Many
I know
years.
Third, a few years back, started doing the epoxy lining.
Well, that's what we're
to
we're
great
trying to
great
push.
effect. And I know this is what you folks are looking at right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's the nature of copper plumbing in an area where we have hard water with a lot of minerals in it.
well, and it's not just copper, but it's our waistlines that
Yeah,
are
that's
plastic and they disintegrate
Yes, they
over
do.
50 years.
Yeah.
And you have holes in them with roots, and it just needs to be taken care of.
Yeah. Let us know how that goes and if you're going to increase
Will
that.
do.
We'll
Will
find
do.
out. Good to see you, sir.
Thank you.
Take care. We'll be right back.
Dr. Farman Cosmetic and Implant Dentistry is located right outside Gate 6 and has been keeping the village smiling for many years.
I trust Dr. Farman with all my dental procedures and all my dental work. Thank goodness I found Dr. Farman.
We have been serving the community of Laguna Woods for almost 20 years now. Come and visit us at Brilliant Smile for all your dental needs.
We are close to Gate 6, near Snooty Fox Restaurant, behind Coco's.
Hey folks, this is Dan O'Weiler, the retirement professor. Thought we'd invite you into our offices and give you a tour of a little bit of what you might expect if you were coming to visit with us. And the first beautiful face that you see when you walk in the door is our client services representative, Gina. Gina, tell us a little bit about what you do here in the office and give people a little bit of idea of what they can expect.
Well, when you come in, I will greet you, and we always have treats available for you to help yourself. And then we'll have you go into our lovely lobby over there, and I'll get you started with your paperwork, and we'll get you into your meeting with Dan.
Gina's been a great addition to our staff. As I mentioned, we're a family-run business. If you've been with, seen our advertisements and commercials over the years, you know that it's a family-run business. I have 2 sons, a son-in-law working with us. Gina's been a great female touch to our office. She keeps us organized now, makes sure that we do what we're supposed to do on the female touch side of this, and it's been a great addition to the office. But I'll go in and show you our conference room and what you can expect when you come into an appointment. This is our conference room where you would come in and meet with us. This is my son-in-law, Ben. Ben is one of the associate advisors that we have on board. He came on about a year and a half ago. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Ben, what you do here.
Yeah, as Dan mentioned, I'm an associate advisor here at Sterling Financial Advisors. I put on a lot of the seminar events as well as meet with people, run a lot of numbers, and want to make sure that we're able to accomplish your hopes and dreams in retirement by evaluating your current portfolios and maybe being able to assist in areas that we can so that you feel comfortable with where your funds are in retirement. So
Ben's been a great asset to the company and in regards of our marketing arm. He's kind of made it a little bit more cohesive. We've just kind of been out in the market doing what we do from here to there, and Ben's kind of come in and has got some expertise in marketing and just kind of tightened up our brand, our marketing material. It's been a great asset to us, but this is kind of where all the work takes place as we meet with people, and we'll sit down with you on a complimentary basis and kind of find out what your hopes and dreams are for retirement, and maybe we can do a little bit of help to help that. But I want to introduce you to some more of our staff, so we'll kind of go down the office and introduce that. This is actually our waiting area where you come in. As Gina mentioned, we have some coffee, treats. We even got some little promotional items here if you'd like. Our Sterling board here is just some pictures of our client events in the past that we've done. So we'll talk a little bit about that when we talk to Kyle, who's in charge of our client events. Last year we had our annual Christmas party. We sponsored the Make-A-Wish Foundation. We were able to raise enough money to sponsor 3 separate children for their Make-A-Wish Foundation, and hopefully they were able to enjoy that. But let's go down and see the other staff. This is our in-house attorney's office. He doesn't work for us, but he subleases office from us, and he works with a lot of our clients on their estate planning needs. Trust documents, wills, powers of attorneys. He specializes in that area. And as I mentioned, he helps with a lot of our clients. If they've got their own attorney, that's fine, but a lot of times they like it because they can come here to their office and have an in-house attorney. And this is our back room, so to speak. My son Kyle, he's in charge of our client events. Client events is, we call them our client appreciation events, which we put on during the year at no cost to our clients. Kyle, tell us a little bit about what your role is here.
Well, here at Sterling Financial Advisors, we take a lot of pride in the relationships that we develop with our clients, and I kind of head up a lot of that. Specifically, I plan, as Dan said, a lot of the events that we do. We do some social events throughout the year. For example, right now, I'm here figuring out an Angels game that we've got planned coming up in June. We're going to take some of our clients there, so we're working on getting some tickets for that game and getting a bus reserved for it. We do also some educational events, which are a little bit more for learning opportunities for some of our clients as well. And we do a lot of things to kind of take care of our clients and just develop those relationships. Sending them birthday cards, anniversary cards, just letting them know that we're always thinking of them, that that we do value the relationship that we have with our clients.
And the pretty face of the business is my beautiful wife, Marilyn. Marilyn also has helped me over the year build this business, and she's not taken as much of an active role because we've grown and brought on new people, but Marilyn, tell us a little bit about your roles with Kyle and some of the things that you're doing.
Well, I primarily help Kyle plan the client events. We're, like you said, we're working on an angel event right now, going to an angel game, and it takes more than one man to do the job, so I pretty much help him organize it, and then I also do help him with the birthday cards and take care of getting the office supplies and things like that for the office.
And the other employee that we've got is my son Jason. Jason has, over the years, have helped us with the client servicing, the client needs, and we've kind of moved and shifted his responsibilities. Tell us a little bit about what you do, Jason, now.
Well, I've kind of shifted my roles. Now I'm more in charge of the audio-visual aspect of the business. Any videos that we need edited, any videos we need created, they'll come to me and I'll actually organize that. I'm in the process of setting up some podcasts that we're going to get rolling out here in the next couple of weeks. And then on the other side, I actually do any reports that we need set up and run for the business, for our clients, for the potential clients. They'll come back to me and I'll get those set up and I'll get those organized and all ready to go for our meetings.
So it's kind of a new segment that we've got, and we're expanding as we've grown over the years. We've kind of had to bring on more people. When we first started, it was my wife and I, then I brought on Jason, then we brought on Kyle, and we brought on Ben. And so we're kind of growing, and it's been a good experience for us as we've grown over the years. And so we just kind of wanted to invite you into our office and give you a little bit of a tour and meet our overall staff, and hopefully that's giving you a feel for what we wanted to do. So we'll kind of head out this way. So folks, on behalf of Sterling Financial Advisors, we hope you've enjoyed a little tour of our office. I know you've seen our commercials over the last few years on TV. I've been interviewed with Ken Goldenberg on This Day, but I wanted you to get to meet our staff a little bit, how we work with clients as they come in the door. We provide an opportunity to meet with anyone on a complimentary basis. We'll sit down, no charge, to kind of find out what your hopes and dreams are in retirement. If you'd like to take that opportunity to meet with us on a complimentary basis, feel free to give our offices a call. We'd be happy to set up a time that works for both of our calendars. We hope you have a great retirement in the future. Thanks so much.
Life changes, but your routine doesn't have to. With Coastal Medical Alert, you are never alone. With Coastal Medical Alert, there are no hidden fees, setup fees, and your installation and activation of your device are absolutely free.
Coastal Medical Alert is a wonderful thing to have, and I wouldn't be without it.
Coastal Medical Alert, proudly serving the Laguna Woods community. Call today for more information.
Well, right now I have a couple guests from Laura's house. Maybe you haven't heard of that before, and that's why they are here to tell you about it. We have a couple guests, Amanda Ross. Amanda, you work at the corporate office for Laura's house.
I do.
And we also have Teresa Schickling, and you oversee the two retail stores, and we're going to talk about that in just a moment.
Okay.
So, Amanda, give us an overview. What is Laura's house? Or maybe many people have never heard about it before.
So Laura's House is a domestic violence agency, and I am the community education specialist. So I go out in the community and I talk about our programs and services. I educate adults and teens. We're in high schools talking about teen dating violence and what domestic abuse is. But what's really great is we offer so many services. So we have a 24-hour hotline. You can call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's a trained advocate behind that phone, you know, prepared to take that phone call. We also have an emergency shelter. That's a 30 to 45 day program, and they can get into that program through our hotline. You can come with the clothes on your back. It's wonderful. Once you walk through the door, you get case management, you have a therapist, you can get legal advocacy, there's a children's room, and this is all free of charge. We also have a transitional housing unit that is a kind of a longer period, so 3 to 6 months, and smaller units. And then we also have 2 counseling and resource center, and I work out of one of them at the corporate office, and that is in Ladera Ranch. And at this corporate office, you can get therapy services. There's a children's room. It's really, really wonderful. There's PEP, which is called Personal Empowerment Programs. We have groups for men and women survivors. So, and then we also have a corporate office in Garden Grove, and that is brand new. And so it's really close to the Landmarks Justice Center, so mostly what goes out of there is restraining orders. We give restraining order. And again, it's all free of charge, which is so amazing that we can offer these services.
How did this start? Is it local to Orange County, or is this part of a national system?
So a woman did pass away, and her name was Laura. She was a victim of domestic violence, and so when her mom found out that she was seeking services before her life was taken from her, she decided, at the time there's only 1 shelter in Orange County. And if you know how many people live in Orange County, that's really not enough for how often this happens. 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men will be victims of domestic violence. So it happens a lot, so they needed another safe haven. So her mom got together with some other ladies in the local area, and they started a shelter from there.
Okay, yeah. I had mentioned that before these ladies came on a while back. It's been several years that somebody came on from Laura's house, and that's where I first heard about it. Along with that, there is a way that people can get involved as far as support goes, and that is, Teresa, there are 2 retail stores. There's one in San Juan, right? San Juan, but there's one right up the street.
There's one right up the street. So we do have our 2 resale stores, and they work hand in hand with our entire organization. What makes it such a wonderful process is that the community, and we get a huge donation benefit from the Laguna Woods area. They donate their items, their gently used clothes, purses, shoes, housewares, furniture, things like that to our stores. We resell them to the public, and then all of our proceeds from the 2 stores go back into funding all the services that Amanda was just talking about. So it's a wonderful symbiotic relationship where we can all work together. And if it wasn't for our Laguna Woods customers, both being customers of the stores and donating, I don't know what we would do.
Is it primarily, when it comes to clothing, women's clothing, or
no,
you take anything?
We do men's, women, and children.
That's good to know.
Yep, men's, women, and children. And everything from designer items, I'm wearing all Laura's house today, and from shoes to handbags to professional clothing to casual clothing, both for men, women, and children. So it's a really nice, it's a great place to come and shop. Prices are excellent, obviously.
Yes.
And it's a good place to donate. That's a lot of the Laguna Woods people love to come in and donate their gently used clothing. There's things that we can't take, if it's ripped, torn,
you want
stained,
some
that kind of
nice
thing.
stuff.
Yes, things that need to be resold.
And it is a tax write-off,
Yes.
right? They'll get that slip because you're a 501c.
Yep, 501c3.
So also, Amanda, beyond that, if people want to just donate straight donations, can they do that as well?
Yes, absolutely. And they can donate at these resale
Oh,
stores.
you can?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, absolutely.
That makes
and
it
they can,
convenient.
they can say, we'd like this to go to the shelter, and so some of staff from the shelter will sometimes drive, and Teresa will say, we have some stuff for the shelter, so they'll come by and they'll get it, whether it's toys or baby clothes or diapers or things like that. They can drop that off there as well.
Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, because you need that stuff.
Yeah,
right?
and you can look for a wish list. So we have a wish list for the shelter online at laurashouse.org, and you can find that wish list there. And it has, emergency needed items, and those are really important. And again, you can either drop that off at our corporate office, or you can drop that off at the resale stores as well.
What if they're watching right now and they know someone that is going through this? Maybe somebody a friend of theirs, a relative, a daughter. Is it okay if they get in touch with you first? Because maybe the other, they don't know about it. And could they give you the information? Then from there, would you just call that person, or how does that work? Does that person need to contact you on their own first?
Well, if somebody would like to contact us and just get to know about the program and say, you know, I have a friend that's in this, or I have, you know, a daughter or a niece or a nephew, and they can call and get the information, but we wouldn't be able to proceed without actually talking to the individual themselves, because we want to hear their story from them.
Okay, and because you're not a legal entity.
And we don't want to force them to take services, because sometimes someone else would want them to have services and maybe they're not ready for that. So we want to make sure we're meeting them where they're at, and so we want to have that conversation when they're ready to have it.
Okay, and once you speak with someone, you find out that there's someone that is in need of your services, what's the next step?
So they should call our hotline, and from there the hotline will walk them through the process. If shelter is something they're looking for, maybe the counseling and resource center, they're just looking for some therapy, they need a legal advocacy, they need a restraining order, or maybe they're just really where our services are demographically is not you know, convenient for them, so we have lists of other resources we can refer them to.
All right, very good. And I should mention that the retail store, the one closest to this community, is up in El Toro. It's in Lake Forest, and it's in the center, if you know where Smart and Final is in Bevmo, in that area. You go on that one driveway, by the way, and on one side, go to the left, there's Home Depot, and then the other side is where all the other retail stores are, as well as the Laura's House retail store, right? Resale store, I should call it.
And the great thing about it being so close in vicinity to here is it really is a home atmosphere. We have a lot of the people from this community that come into our store, they shop, they become friends with our employees and our volunteers, and then we have a number of people from here that volunteer. That's the second way, and probably one of the best ways that you can help us out is we are always in need of volunteers that come in and work 2 hours a week and volunteer their time, because that keeps our costs down so that we can provide more funds for the shelter and the services that they need. And our volunteers end up having a great time. They go out to coffee together, they have lunch together. They've all become quite a family. We have volunteers from this area that have been volunteering with us for 13 to 15 years.
Wow, and all the proceeds go back to Laura's house, you know, minus maybe some overhead you have. So it really benefits not only the clothes, and maybe some go straight to the shelters, but the money that comes in all benefits. So that's fantastic.
Yes, all of the clients that are at the shelter or the transitional living are given vouchers, and they can come spend those in the store.
Oh, that's nice too.
So if people donate directly to the store, they know that all of those items can be used first off by the clients at the shelter.
All right, very good. So people can find out more information on this by going on the website, laurashouse.org, or facebook.com/laurashouseoc. And from there, you can get the information, their hotline number, and all their different resources that they have, and about the stores as well, either up the street here, or if you're down in San Juan, you can go. Where's that one located, by the way?
San Juan is right next to Marshall's in the Del Obispo Plaza.
Okay, sure.
And that's an even bigger store than the one here. So that's a great location. You have to check it out sometime.
All right, very good. Ladies, thank you very much for coming on. We appreciate it. And hopefully you'll get people that'll help out, volunteer, donate one way or another, because you folks do a great job, and Laura's House is something that's, unfortunately, it's much needed. Yeah, but fortunately, you ladies are taking control of it, so that's great. Thank you. We'll be right back.
South Bay Jewelry has established trust in Laguna Woods for over 35 years.
We are expert GIA gemologists and appraisers of jewelry, estates, watches, and valuables. It is evident that South Bay Jewelers' recipe of superior customer service, quality, and trust is the reason for continued success in Laguna Woods. We specialize in custom designing, bridal and anniversary, and watch and jewelry repairs, with all services done on the premises.
South Bay Jewelry, next door to OPA in Aliso Viejo.
Maxi Comfort from Golden is the most comfortable lift recliner in the world. Its patented technology glides smoothly into a variety of positions not found on most recliners. Everyone loves the programmable auto drive control. You can lift and recline, watch TV or sleep, and enjoy the feeling of weightlessness in zero gravity. Made by American workers and backed by the industry's best warranties. Feel relaxed in a Maxi Comfort lift recliner. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
Managing your own medication can be stressful. For decades, we have watched you stand in line at your local pharmacy and battle with insurance companies, all to be left with the difficult task of organizing, managing, and remembering to take your medication. AmeriPharma offers a new way of simplifying the lives of you and your loved ones.
In previous years, I didn't require any prescriptions, but now I have to take about 7 or 8 due to various conditions. It's a management problem. My nurse told me about AmeriPharma's Med Box. I switched over. Boy, am I glad I did. It's really easy to use and it's solved all my problems.
Get your medications delivered to your door. You'll receive your pre-sorted Med Box that easily allows you to tear and take the required medication regimen at the plainly printed date and time. AmeriPharma Med Box, the new standard in medication management.
Are you or someone you know having difficulty with day-to-day activities? I'm Lori with ActiCare. You want to stay in your home but worry about falling or losing your independence. We at ActiCare can help. A personalized plan is designed with as much or as little care as you need. Please call for a free care consultation to make your life easier and more enjoyable.
ActiCare, responsive in-home care. Your first day is free. Please call us for details.
It's your retirement. How will you live it? How will you be remembered?
Will you be able to take me on vacation? Will you be there for my ball games? Will you teach me your values? Will you be able to play with me? Or help me go to college? How will I remember you?
Have the retirement you dream about. Contact us today.
Well, today with Joan Milliman of Robert's Rules Study Club, we are going to be talking about how to organize your new club or whatever else kind of a group that you have and incorporate Robert's Rules. Good to see you, Joan, as always.
Kid. Nice to see you. Yeah.
So this is really our topic today is setting up a new organization, and as I said, like a club or a church group or whatever that follows Robert's Rules. And my first question to you is, do they have to follow Robert's Rules?
No, they don't have to follow Robert's Rules, but they need to follow something that helps with running meetings appropriately.
Yeah.
So, you know, to start, let's talk about starting first. You know, I've been with certain groups that, you know, they talk about their purpose and what they want to do, and then they don't set it up properly. So it gets a little confusing. So they're doing business before they're ever completely set up.
Yeah.
And so they don't get anywhere. So this little outline is pretty careful about how you do it. So yes, you talk about it ahead of time with people that are interested in doing whatever it is you want to do in a group. And they discuss that pretty thoroughly. And then they have to set out the first meeting. They have to invite people of like mind, you know, to come to the meeting. You either publish the fact that you're going to meet a certain time and place, and to start this group.
Yeah.
So once that interested group gets together, then somebody has to step forward and call the meeting to order. Well, it could be anybody, but usually the initial discussion group kind of decides, well, who's going to lead the first meeting and so on. And then you have to choose a chairman to be chairman of not just this meeting, but it's going to be a little more than that, possibly. So you can have the person who called it to order be the chair, or better to put up nominations for someone to lead the meeting, and that's more democratic.
Right.
The group is not a group yet, so that we're still forming. So the chair who is finally selected then has to have a secretary appointed, and that's the first order of business. If you don't have a president or a chair and a secretary, you have no meeting.
Okay.
That's part of Robert's rules. And also you determine if you're going to use Robert's rules or some other form of parliamentary procedure so that business can be conducted. Well, with these officers chosen, then you now have a meeting and you can go forward. And the first thing is that you read what the purpose of this organization is, which has been thoroughly discussed.
Okay.
And you may, at that time, adopt the rules of parliamentary procedure, and everybody discusses, well, what is the purpose of this group, and they pretty much agree on it. And then you start to make some resolutions that may be offered to say, well, as nearly as possible, what is the purpose of this organization? What are we going to do? And you don't go forward too far with this first meeting without arranging something for the bylaws. You know, how are we going to proceed? What is, how do we elect officers? How long do we go? When do we meet? All this sort of thing goes into the bylaws, and that's a different discussion. But so the chairman usually appoints a committee to draft a set of bylaws, and you can either do them by you know, just making original bylaws based on an outline from Robert's Rules, or you can take someone else's bylaws and use those, just putting in different names and so on. But it's not recommended. It's better to tailor make it for your own group, you know. So at this point, you probably had a long enough meeting, and so you are ready to adjourn. But before adjourning, it's best to fix the time, date, and place of the next meeting. And
right,
this
that would be helpful.
This kind of makes it official. And at the next meeting, this present chairman and secretary will continue to serve.
Okay.
So at the second meeting, the chairman calls the meeting to order, directs the minutes to be read, and after they're approved, he states that the next order of business is a report from the committee on the bylaws. So this is a big deal. The second meeting is all about the bylaws. And it's interesting that the chairman of the committee on bylaws then presents them and moves their adoption, and it's seconded. But after this, something different happens. Instead of just discussing the bylaws, the chairman asks that each section be read and changed as needed by the group. And by the time they're finished reading each section and discussing it, then you have a complete set of bylaws, an agreed upon set of bylaws.
Okay.
And at that point, you can vote to adopt them. Hopefully everybody's in agreement by this time. But after the bylaws are adopted, they can't be changed except by a 2/3 vote and proper notice.
Okay.
So this is a rather important thing that, you know, it takes 2/3 to change anything that changes our rights in a group. So the 2/3 vote is rather important.
Okay.
Now, it's possible for a group, let's see, after the bylaws have been accepted, then an interesting thing should take place. People sign them. You know, like we had signing of the Constitution originally. That just means we all agree, we, the initial members, agree with this, and we're going to sign them. So everybody, they take a break at this point, a recess, so that the bylaws can be signed by every member there. And by signing the bylaws, you become a member of the group.
Okay.
Now,
as far as the people who sign, is it everybody in that group?
Everybody in that group, because you are now the original members.
Okay, so even if it's 20 people or whatever.
Right, that's why you take a recess at this point. And now, if you're signing a charter, for example, for a group that has to be incorporated, then the people who sign become charter members.
Okay.
And that's where the words come from.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're just original members.
Okay.
The next order of business at this second meeting is the election of officers, permanent officers, like your membership chairman or your treasurer or so on. And so they elect all the officers that are provided for in the bylaws. And after that's done, with the bylaws and permanent officers, the organization is now complete and ready to transact business.
Okay.
And some groups we're ready to transact business before all of this is completed. So after that's finished, then this is probably the second meeting. You set up the third meeting, and that's the beginning, and away you go. And you know, you can set up committees to do this and that and so on, and you're off and running.
All right, very good. So there's a lot to it if you want to at least have an organization, a club that runs smoothly. This
really sets a good foundation for any group, any club. Clubs sometimes have gotten together and say, oh, we're just going to be beaters, or we're going to do so and so. They don't necessarily have bylaws, but they do have a purpose.
Yeah.
And they do elect officers.
Right.
And if they have no bylaws, you don't know what officers you need to elect, for example.
Yeah.
So lots can happen.
All right, very good.
Yeah.
And we thank you for coming on, and people can pick up copies of Robert's Rules. Do you have them at your meetings?
Oh, yes, we always do.
Okay, all right.
And our next meeting is a week from this Saturday.
Okay, where will that be at?
At the Towers in the Key Club room upstairs, the second floor.
Okay, all right,
So
Joan,
I
good
hope
to see you.
everybody comes and
thank you for
enjoy.
coming in.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it, and we'll be right back.
Dr. Christine Chung with 7-Day Dental has served Laguna Woods for 17 years. Her office is close, her staff is the best, and she offers great discounts for Laguna Woods.
I have been a patient of Dr. Christine Chung at 7-Day Dental for 15 years. She and her staff are exceptional.
You may know me from Village Television. I would not go anywhere else for dental care than 7-Day Dental.
7-Day Dental, simply your best choice.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there's something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
At BreastLink Laguna Hills, we understand the anxiety that comes along with healthcare. That's why we provide breast-dedicated specialists in imaging, surgery, and oncology. We have one center, one team, with one focus, you. Studies have shown that cancer patient outcomes are better when treated by dedicated specialists. This makes a difference for women who want timely, concise, and accurate answers. BreastLink delivers the care you deserve with the quality you expect. Whether you need us now or later, we're always here.
Well, our movie coming up this afternoon and this evening is Disney's Beauty and the Beast. This is a live-action remake of the film that originally came out in 1991. It stars Emma Watson and Dan Stevens. Emma plays Belle. Dan Stevens plays the Beast. Really great movie, very, very well done. Emma Watson was very convincing in playing the part of Belle and actually can sing pretty darn good. And there is Gaston right there. Several new songs were added to this live action presentation. and it runs about 2 hours and 10 minutes or so, and very enjoyable. I think you will like it. And that will be today at 2 and then at 7 o'clock. Now, our movie coming up on Monday is a very different kind of movie. It's an animated movie, and for the first time, an animated feature, all done in oil paintings in the style of Vincent van Gogh. It's called Loving Vincent, and it depicts the story of the last letter that Vincent van Gogh wrote, and how a postman delivering it to the brother of Vincent van Gogh can't find him, so it goes to one of his great friends, and it's all about sort of the mystery on how he died and the last few days of his life. Very different, as I said, in that it's all done in oil paintings. 65,000 oil paintings were done for this. Things were filmed in live action first and then redone by, I think, 125 artists. It took them 4 years to do this. So this will be on Monday, and it will be at 2 o'clock and at 6 o'clock, Loving Vincent. And I think you will really enjoy it. Take a look at it. I think it's up for Academy Award as well for Best Animated Feature. Now, here's our weather, and if you like warm, dry weather, well, it's just going to continue. It's going to continue, as a matter of fact, at least for another week and a half. We're going to remain in these temperatures, bouncing around from mid-70s to about 80 degrees. And you can see there, we'll start to go down a little bit on Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday, the winds are going to come back a bit, and then those temperatures are going to go right back up all the way through into next weekend. So unfortunately, no rain in sight, and that's true throughout the state. We're really looking at above normal temperatures, warm throughout the state, as you can see. The only rain that is around on the west coast really is way up, I think, in Washington right now, and even there's not a whole lot of it. So hopefully we get some, well, in a couple weeks, but we'll see. All right, we will see you Monday. Have a great weekend. Take care.